listening to IRRS, the Italian radio relay service. We welcome your reception reports and encourage your program comments. They are very much desired and useful to our program producers. To obtain a special numbered QSL card, please write to IRRS, P.O. Box 10980 in 20110 Milano, Italy. That's IRRS, P.O. Box 10980 in 20110 Milano, Italy.
You took the first step and quit smoking, but even former smokers may still be at risk for lung cancer. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know about a new low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early. It takes only 60 seconds and could save your life. You took the first step, now take the next. Visit SaveByTheScan.org for a simple quiz to see if you're eligible and talk to your doctor about screening. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Hello, in this week's show, 2 in 3 children in Ukraine have now had to flee the war since the Russian invasion. UNICEF takes great pleasure in telling us, while UN humanitarians have confirmed that they're now helping the first 300 evacuees from the devastated Azovstal steelworks plant in Mariupol. And as refugee numbers rise globally, we'll be finding out what soul legend John Warwick thinks about this growing global emergency. Also, to mark World Press Freedom Day earlier this week, we got in touch with pencil-sharp political cartoonist Patreshko for his assessment of the dangers facing journalists. It's not funny, sadly. As ever, co-host Solange Behete-Cortes will be on hand to wrap things up, with a little help from Roger Rabbit. First, the news. Nearly 2 in 3 children in Ukraine have had to flee fighting as they face the nightmare of war, UNICEF said on Thursday. Many have seen things no child should ever see, the UN Children's Fund said in a statement, noting that their homes have been hit and their schools have been attacked, along with all the systems that could help them survive. Hundreds of children have not survived, many succumbing to explosive weapons, which have also maimed hundreds of other children, UNICEF added. The UN agency insisted that every minute counts in the effort to help all children affected by the war, but reaching them remains extremely challenging, especially in parts of eastern Ukraine, where shelling and attacks are continuous. Since the Russian invasion on the 24th of February, UNICEF and partners have delivered millions of dollars worth of emergency supplies to hospitals, shelters, train stations, schools and child protection centres. The agency has also cropped in safe water for over 1 million people, while outside Ukraine it has set up child protection programs with education, healthcare and social protection support. Staying with Ukraine, as latest data showed that more than 5.7 million people have now fled the country since the war started, the UN Refugee Agency, UNHCR, has launched a music campaign to promote solidarity with displaced people everywhere. Together with TikTok and music legend Dionne Warwick, UNHCR is calling for safe and legal access to asylum for all, backed up by live concerts from artists all over the world that will be shared online. Ms. Warwick's song, What the World Needs Now, provided the inspiration behind the campaign's name, and it renews a historic partnership with the singer that goes back to 1968. At that time, there were fewer than 4 million refugees, but today there are well over 85 million displaced globally. There has never been a more important time to stand in solidarity and show support for people around the world who've been forced to flee from their homes, Ms. Warwick said. The headlines there. Now, all this week we've been celebrating and thinking about World Press Freedom Day, which is on May the 3rd every year. Here in Geneva, one of the defenders of a free media is the political cartoonist Patreshko. His work features in leading international newspapers and journals. In addition to his prolific output, Mr. Chapat is also president of the Freedom Cartoonists Foundation. And to coincide with World Press Freedom Day, this year, it's unveiled a new exhibition in Geneva featuring drawings by other top illustrators who take great risks to stand up to authority. Here's Patrick Chapat now explaining how he goes about choosing what to draw and why it's so important to push back against those who would stifle free speech.
The Foundation in Geneva, which has been